For any Brunel scholar, this video is going to be fascinating because it is beyond the biography. We're in Clevedon, North Somerset, and we're focusing on a cuboid building with sandy coloured stones and cream coloured windows, which in 1836 was a brand new hotel. Nowadays, it's been converted into a block of flats, which is the same as other Brunel buildings. And I'm standing opposite Elton Road, and the Elton family were of nobility, and the Eltons were at the ceremony where Brunel witnessed the laying of the foundation stone on the leeward side for the building of the Clevedon suspension bridge. And the descendant of the family has recently had access to Brunel's office diary from 1843. And she's done some research for the Clevedon History Society. And as I've said in other videos, I'm writing a Brunel biography, and it's finished and it's hit the printers. And Lady Elton has got this information on the Clevedon History website that's never appeared in a biography. And when I started writing the biography on Brunel, I thought I was wasting my time because it's all been done. But no authors had gone really into websites, as well as 43 books that I've read. And I'm thrilled a bit to be here because Isambard Kingdom Brunel was in this hotel at Clevedon, North Somerset. And now we include the promenade and a bit of the sea, because on the 5th of June, in Brunel's office diary, he said, 12 noon train to Bristol, evening at Clevedon. And until the 22nd of August, the family reside at the York Hotel, built on Marine Hill overlooking the seafront, with its spacious coffee rooms, with entrance separate from the hotel. Now, the coffee rooms were added in 1836. The hotel was built from 1834. And Brunel was here in 1843. The hotel boasted a good lock-up coach, houses, and superior stabling. Hence, Brunel had a relaxing ambience with his family and in which to discuss work with visiting engineers. Now, Brunel was working, relaxing, if you can call his life relaxing, while his wife was walking up and down the promenade, enjoying the bracing air compared to London with its open sewers. Now, on the July the 3rd entry in the diary, it says daily commutes from Clevedon Road Station, which is now called Yatton. That includes several trips to Beambridge Terminus and other places of work. Beambridge was the terminus of the Bristol and Exeter Railway after the railway had progressed past Taunton. That was a temporary terminus. The office diary says at 7:15 a.m. on the 3rd of July, leave Clevedon to railway station to Beambridge along the line to Clumpton, where you can see the ruined platform on the upline side of the track and remains metres north of the road bridge. And he was with Mr. Edward Divot and he was with MP for Exeter, thence went to Exeter and accompanied by Mr. Froude. Went to Exeter and Beambridge from L train to Clevedon, York Hotel, 2 a.m. So he's leaving in the morning at 7:15 and he's back at 2 o'clock at night. Tuesday the 4th of July, Babbage, that's his engineer, arrived back from Italy last April, and he's engaged with this engineer on the Genoa railway line, which I visited, which is in the book. So Brunel was discussing his role as chief engineer to his assistant engineer for work that was ongoing in Italy. 7th of July, from here, IKB writes to W. Coffin regarding Babbage, who is studying the Taff Vale Railway and is now to examine the Woodland Tunnel that is under construction in Yorkshire. So Brunel's here, writing letters, relaxing, drinking coffee, walking up and down this seafront here. 11th of July, quibbles with Burge, how much money Burge is going to be spending for his completed work, this contractor. On the 12th, writes to C.B. Vignoles about the Woodland Tunnel. 13th of July, he's gone to Oxford and Abingdon with Mr. Ward, and he's in Abingdon that night. The 14th of July, he's around Steventon in Oxfordshire. But on the 18th of July, he's back here. Brunel leaves York Hotel at 9:30 to spend the day at Bristol Templemead Station and the shipyard. 6 p.m. train to London to collect Prince Albert. The shipyard is relating to where the Great Britain is ready for launching. So during the days that the Great Britain was to make history, Brunel was living here. So on 19th of July, Brunel brings the Prince Consort Albert to Bristol. 21st of July, he's in Clevedon. After taking Prince Albert back to London, he comes back to Clevedon. So the first night's sleep after the launch of the Great Britain is back into Clevedon. And on the 21st of July, my birthday, engaged at the office at Bristol Temple Meads the whole day. 5 p.m. train to Clevedon. Returns to the York Hotel, which, as you know, is a conspicuous landmark here in Clevedon. On the 25th of July, Clevedon train to Taunton, thence to Bathpool Bridge, back to Taunton Wellington. Then he's in London on the 28th, but on the 1st of August, at night, he writes from Clevedon to Guppy, describing the construction of the iron hull of the Great Britain, and hopes the ship will prove that their ideas of design will gain merit. He then travels in August from here in Clevedon. 2 years after its completion, Brunel inspects the bridge across the River Parrett on the south side of Bridgewater. It's Somerset Bridge. Reports to the directors the substance of the piers. A timber arch will replace the very flat 100 feet masonry bridge without interrupting traffic. He's back here on the 18th of August. Clevedon, 5 a.m. to Bristol by Chase, which is like a horse and carriage. For the 7 a.m. train to Swindon and Swindon, Cirencester and Stroud. Sapperton, that's where the tunnel is, and along the line to Brinscombe and back to Stroud and Cirencester. For the 6:45 to Bristol. Posted to Clevedon. Now the hotel that he came back to is cube shape, 4 stories, 3 windows at each level on all sides. 19th of August, Brunel authors a short report to the directors of the South Devon Railway, recommending the adoption of atmospheric traction. Final entry, 27th of August, Brunel leaves this Italianate-style York Hotel. He will return here in 1844 and 1845 for brief visits. Of course, his wife would have been holidaying here, and he would have mixed his work with leisure and family life here in Clevedon, North Somerset. He would also holiday in Weston-super-Mare and finally want to live in Devon. Thank you.